Hello there, Aquarius, and welcome to your Oracle Messages. This is where we find out what Spirit wants you to know at this time. And at the end of the reading, we will find out what dream is catching up to you. But before we get started, Aquarius, Dreamcatcher's Spirit sends a spark through your mind. A dream tied to innovation, community, or destiny begins to awaken rapidly. Ooh. So let's get started and find out more about what you need to know. And this is for Aquarius and Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Aquarius, you are getting very fluent at reading signs and omens from the universe, from the ancestors, from heaven, your higher self, all of it, whatever you believe in, your future self, of course. And whatever you've been praying about or asking questions, somehow, some way, you're receiving answers. And I would say not only by synchronistic events, but what Dreamcatcher Spirit was saying, rapidly. Notice them in order to increase their flow. So you're highly in tuned and engaging and weaving something pretty amazing, actually. And I know sometimes it feels and can be amazing even in a mundane world sometime, or even an overwhelming world. Now, you're going to see an increase. There's going to be rapid progress moving forward in a positive way. All right, now I'm looking at this crystal. Yes, there may be some crystals that you are being guided to, but what I'm getting is there's something going on with a cluster here. Cluster soul tribe, cluster gifts, rewards that destiny has for you. And I'm also getting something about a trail, leaving a trail for others to find. Now, you might be, okay, I'm going to go back, hold on. I want to go back to the clusters, other souls. Watch what happens in the next few weeks here and over the coming months, Aquarius. You should start to notice a more more of a magnetizing effect when it comes to connecting with others. Yes, maybe by thinking of them and whoa, they happen to call you or text you or whatever right away. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to how you feel. If you feel energized by this, know that this person is part of heaven helping you. Someone wants to help you think of whom that might be and initiate contact. Now, that might not be happening just right away, but pay attention to, what's going on and how your own destiny is favoring you at this time. We've got 2 dolphins here. We've got 3 mermaids here. So something is going on where we are just naturally and organically magnetizing towards one another. All right, now let's continue and see what else. I get water sign coming through: Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. See, a positive momentum moving forward, an acceleration. So with the positive change, you are ending a period of some type of pause in momentum, or we should say delayed fortunes, maybe delayed rewards. Delay no more here. Keep yourself in a position of being very hopeful, staying positive here as much as possible. Now, I would also say, Aquarius, this is giving me the energy of a wheel of fortune. So we have some unexpected turn of events here. Notice the wheel behind. this being here, Paravati. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Excuse me. Let's get a little bit more about this positive change and what's developing for you. Now, there's another piece to the soul tribe or soul group. I mean, however you want to. Now, it is an energy that's synergy. It just works well. It's mutually beneficial. That's happening here when it comes to unexpected allies, support, appearing. That's part of the answers too. Look at that partnership. Oh my goodness. See, something is developing here when it comes to partnerships you can count on here. Allow healthful, supportive partnerships into your personal life and career, and both parties benefit as a result. I mean, you can't get any more clear than this. You are receiving help from heaven and from a person who brings needed skills and resources. Some of you Aquarius, most of you, this could be someone completely unexpected. Now, for some of you, you may have someone right now that you know of, and you're mutually benefiting one another resourcefully, in knowledge, wisdom, skills. Now, this is going to be like a sense of a positive catalyst so that you can really plan for your in a way that feels more aligned and confident, where you're not questioning the future so much. Let's continue and see what else. There's more going on than meets the eye. Okay, hold on. There's another card that wants to come out. Wow. Miracles and blessings are developing, and this gives me more confirmation for you, Aquarius, that yes, unexpected turn of events here. Like you're not going to be able to predict this. The only thing you can predict is, you can plan all you want to, but leave room for, other things to happen that are miracles. So you're not going to mind the turn of events. Everything has its gift. And there's something about you feeling included here, validated here by others too. So there is more than there's more going on than meets the eye. Mystery here. This is like moon energy, dream energy too. Rest while heaven is taking care of things, but do pay attention to, people that may pop up in your mind, someone that, you encounter here. Okay, let's see what else for you. And I would say with that Wheel of Fortune, this also brings, a surprising financial or material gain that again helps you feel more confident about more confident about planning for that future. Power of prayer here. Give this situation to God for uplifting and healing. Give this situation to God for uplifting and healing, and be open to miracles. My goodness, you even have the miracles and blessings here. I mean, look at how synchronistic. The very first card, oh my goodness, this is you doing this. This is how powerful you are. I mean, look at the first card we got was synchronistic, and you can just see how the cards are just really synchronistic. Okay. Heaven's unlimited resources, love, and answers are revealing. I thought I could read that and would come in or are awaiting your prayers. Be sure to act upon the divine guidance God gives you in response to your prayers. See if that comes in clear here. be sure to act upon the divine guidance God gives to you in response to your prayers. I think I read that wrong. Anyhow, you're meant to let go and let God, or let go, let your higher self, let go, let the universe. Pretty much just let it go in the way that forces outside of your control are already giving you favor in this situation. The other thing I'm getting to is that it's not only you praying or calling out just by your frequency a desire to connect. You're also someone's prayers here, or answer to their prayers. Romance. Lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. Now, if you don't have a sense of feeling romantic, you can be romantic in life in general with yourself and act as if your partner is here. But we are doing something else that is taking place of an old routine. So whatever you've had, something that you feel wound up about, or something that just kept going, it's just same old, same old, same old. There's a new routine, a new dance, a new rhythm in life that you are sinking into and up to. There may be a rekindling or a new romance for a lot of you Aquariuses out there. If it's what you've been praying for, believe you are getting that. Either way, Aquarius, you're connecting with other souls that are more aligned and in tune with your frequency, your vibration. And the way it's going to work is it's just going to help amplify your own distinct qualities. You are going to have your own distinct qualities amplified while you're in this, holding this position, while another is amplifying their own unique style and quality here. And it doesn't compromise the energy of another. This is closely associated with star card and tarot, which would be associated with your own zodiac sign. You have been dreaming big, and your big dreams are coming true. Now, don't get flustered or upset if it doesn't happen right away. Sometimes we have to hit the reset button. Sometimes we have to be aware and attuned if there are little struggles or problems trying to get at us. So you are going to be succeeding here, and it could happen rapidly, but most likely there will be a buildup. There will be a natural aligned buildup here. So if you've been letting go of small things about yourself, know that you are changing the pattern. You're changing and implementing a new and higher frequency. You're anchoring your dream. You're anchoring your future self. Watch out for exhaustion. You might have I feel that you're at the end of this feeling exhausted. Okay, let's see what else Spirit wants you to know. Express love through gifts and exchange. Remember, we're talking about this thing that's mutually beneficial. You're getting ready to prepare yourself to receive and give in ways that are far more, I feel, sacred. And it doesn't have to go as deep as that. It just feels good to give and receive because you have more time to do it. You're not exhausted. You're not flustered. You're seeing something where if you've been questioning what you've done in the past, has it been worth it? Yes, it has, and it will. You may be receiving a special gift. Now, there may be something significant with pearl. A pearl. A small token of love can convey great appreciation. You're getting ready to receive some type of token here that gives you confirmation that you are appreciated, and vice versa. Let's get more about this. I get earth sign coming through and water sign. Now, these are gifts that aren't breaking the bank, you know. Maybe it's things that you find or somebody finds, like a pearl. Those are priceless. Oh my gosh, we're just talking about priceless. Look at this. Treasure your loved ones. You're going to be receiving gifts, Aquarius, that, yes, on the surface, it's, you know, this kind gesture. But where it's rooted from is the ancestors are speaking through you and others. There are divine forces and energy that are bringing back treasures and gifts that belong to you. And I can't help but see so much that you are an heir to special gifts that your ancestors are gifting to you. And I do feel that you would resonate with the last SOS reading. That video link is in the description because it's talking about how the ancestors have skipped many, 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 many generations until the right soul could align, could hold, and inherit these gifts. So pay attention to these things that you already have and the people that you do treasure. Because yes, you're going to have a very precious, content life, yourself with others. And it's important to love each other deeply, and that's exactly what you're doing. You're getting into a place where it's more harmony at home, or you just feel at home with yourself and others. So no matter what's going on, you're right at home. More earth sign is coming through. One of the things that you are going to inherit is, doing less for a period, for a season here. Exploring, being easy, taking it a little bit slower because you can. In fact, going slow and pausing and allowing things to unfold will alleviate a lot of stress and burdens off of you too, because you don't have to figure it all out. Now, there's something going on with the dancing here, dancing partner. And yes, you're dancing with life here. Slow down and notice what is emerging here. What is speaking to you? And yes, when you rest and even close your eyes, visions and dreams, those aren't just because, oh, we're human and we have it and it's just there. These are divine messages wrapped up in symbols, wrapped up in our dreams. Give yourself permission to slow down because heaven's giving you permission. This is part of these miracles and blessings. Love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation here. So you're anchored and rooted and sailing into a situation where Spirit is saying, yes, it's been conflicting. Yes, it's been a little bit rough in the department of relationships, connections. But you're aligning to something that is got a stronger root system, let's say. The heart of the matter. Let's get a little bit more. You know what, Aquarius? This is also giving me a little bit of the title of Aries too, I think, because it's almost like something that you may have given up on, or a dream. Yeah, this is, okay, Aquarius. It's like a dream or a wish that you almost, or maybe you did give up on, comes back. But I mean, it's magnified or amplified in some sense. Stronger, more powerful. That's what this is. Something is coming back around here. I would say some of you Aquarius may need to stay strong and emotionally resilient towards other people's reactions here. Only take that if you feel they could even be overreacting, like dramatically here. Oh, look at this, physical touch. A tender touch can mean so much. Okay, there's going to be an awakening. Something is coming alive. Your dream or a desire, it is coming alive here. And Spirit is saying this is a time to, engage in things that feel good, comfortable, because you are, I get coming into a more mature and fertile position in life, which is putting you in a place of attracting abundance in a way that feels effortless. Now notice the color is coming here. Someone has been stone cold in a sense, right? But something is returning, an awakening. It's going to enliven all of your senses and maybe even then some. What else? Okay, my goodness, dreams of abundance. Oh my goodness. Look at, this sleeping position, and then I'm just going to show this before I read this, and look at the sleeping position in this card. Okay, I love this. Now look at this. Dreams of abundance. As you sleep, God, your angels, and your higher self are giving you divinely guided ideas, answers, and solutions. Be sure to record your dreams in a journal because they contain valuable insights that will help you manifest your desires into reality. That's what you're doing. And there is a message, another message about your dreams here too. Because there is a dream that will involve community or humanity. It will gain traction. You could have a sudden flash of insight that solves a long-standing problem. And I will say there is some type of breakthrough idea or a breakthrough healing or something in a dream, most likely. It's almost like you're at a place, and it's almost like you're lining up to record your dreams. It's like a record keeper here in a sense. I would say, write down your dreams, journal things, and keep a record. That card, I felt like just, oh my God. Okay, I'm glad I picked that one up. It says unlimited ideas. Your mind is one with God's infinite mind. Therefore, you have complete access to unlimited ideas, guaranteed to bring blessings, miracles, and blessings. I feel that something that you could question, or something, yes, that may have been hard to endure, at the same time, it created something within you to validate things. Also to amplify your own unique gifts and qualities. Now, this says all you need to do is to take divinely guided action to allow these ideas to come to fruition. So you're entering a state of allowing yourself to get out of any type of mental loop or conditions and allowing yourself freedom to be infinite here. So you are receiving important downloads that has to do with dreams that are encoded into you because you're the soul that can hold it. I feel there's an ancestor close to you that is saying, don't give up. Don't give up, Aquarius. Don't give up. And look at this. Take charge of the situation here. Look at the seas part for you. Let's get a little bit more about take charge of the situation here for Aquarius. Get back to what you love. Aquarius, you do you now, right? And I know a lot of you are, but listen to this. Reevaluate your desires because you can. You're allowed to. See, this is where something changes here, because all of a sudden we're having a breakthrough, and it's almost like where circumstances have tried to stop you, heaven is going to open it for you. And all you got to do is get back to the basics and get back to what you love. Sometimes it takes things to be removed away from us on the outside or whatever, so that we can nurture a dream that's encoded into you. So this is not a dream that you're just dreaming of now. This is a dream that you've activated because you followed something with integrity here with your own soul. Express your love through actions and pay attention to actions right now. Actions speak louder than words. I just feel that Spirit is, utilizing your gifts right now, your talents, your innovation to not only free you, but to free others. And I also get something here. It's not all about action. I feel that Spirit is asking you to speak up too. Like, Aquarius, when you speak, the universe, heaven responds. And it's not, okay, this is not to say that other people, that they don't get that, but when you've done the cleansing and the clearing on a soul level, you reach a different frequency where heaven, your higher self, the universe, can access you more easily. Take charge here. Just do things that feel good and right for you. And if you don't know what to do at this point, well, don't think, and just act on things that help you express your passions, your love, your creativity. And I also feel that Spirit is asking you to pay attention to what's going on with others. If it feels like it's breadcrumbing, like if breadcrumbing kind of situation in friendships, love, family, whatever, you have the right to reserve yourself for connections that don't breadcrumb. Was I getting more about this? I think I was. I don't know. Let's get a little bit more. You're limitless. You can do anything you choose. Oh my gosh. Okay. Spirit is saying there's this point, and you may not have reached it yet, but pay attention. There will be this point where you can't help but want to start taking action because you've already initiated it. Something is going on where you're exploring an untapped territory in the unseen realm. But just because it's untapped and just because it's unseen does not mean you are not being backed by higher power and higher forces that have a lot more strength and a lot more allies than any other thing or even material item can handle. So yes, you are being backed by spirit and heaven here. Priorities. It won't be hard to choose your priorities here, but you make yourself a priority. Make love the priority here. Now let's get a little bit more. I also get this thing too, Aquarius. You know, I was just talking about breadcrumbing relationships, friendship, work, career, all this, lover, whatever. Well, that's the old story. That's the old thing. Someone and people make you a priority here. But that means you've had to wade through people to get to the right people. I'm getting Emperor energy too, so I feel there may be a strong, and you also are, embracing the masculine energy too, but I do feel that there may be strong father healing or an unexpected, like strong fatherly type of energy, okay? A good fatherly type of energy. So what I mean by that is someone who gives this feeling of not only being authoritative, but can give good advice and is also very stable. Let's get a little bit more. But yes, this is also someone, an emperor, whether it's male or female, they know their priorities. They've been through the struggles. Oh, this is so cute. Look at this, taking charge. This is your priorities. Having patience. Love is patient and kind. I mean, this really gives me star card energy vibes here too. Your priorities is slowing down, choosing you, choosing love, no matter what. Because it does take strength to choose like love, even when we might not like what others are doing or how others are perceiving something about you, because yes, you have changed. You have aligned to a higher frequency. And you don't need to apologize for that. In fact, Spirit wants you to practice being unapologetic too when it comes to receiving things that are going to give you a sense of legacy here, or something that you can withstand for a while. Or I don't want to say withstand, that you can hold for a long time. You're choosing love and you're doing something for someone, just giving your attention to another without worrying about what's coming back, because you're already in this place of Six of Pentacles, Aquarius. It's like things just appear without having to think about it so much, and you're appreciating the moment. So every situation is an opportunity to grow and find love. You're finding different treasures, different answers, different things are syncing up in your environment. Now, while you're having patience here, there's something else that's happening. There's things that are going to give you more energy, more of it's like you've got your own focus on things that really give you a sense of power, freedom. Like attracts like. If you long for more love, be more loving. And that's exactly what you're doing. You're attracting a mirroring energy. And this is the thing, Aquarius, this positive change is changing something too here when it comes to how we are noticing and reflecting with one another. Now, especially before, if it's been conflicting in connections, now you're going to attract energies that match your growth. You and your loved ones and your possessions are safe and protected by heaven. Spirit wants you to not question your stability. You're far more stable than you realize. Yes, sometimes things get a little chaotic, but Spirit wants you to know that you're rooted and strong here. And yes, you have divine protection. And when I say divine protection, it's only getting stronger. That's the thing. Something that you might feel, you know, worried about. Maybe for some of you, it could be, you know, family members or another soul or other souls, you know, and of course your possessions. But they are your treasures. They're meant for you. Remember, there's things that have passed generations to get to you. You're going to be receiving gifts, treasures, money from your ancestors here. And when I say ancestors, I'm not talking about I'm talking about ancient ancestors. You think you've had patience. Think about that. I mean, damn, I'm thinking about that too. When I lose patience, I think about the ancestors having to wait generations and after generation after generation. Turn your heart light on. Yeah, reflect on a time when you experienced love. You're getting back to a place of awakening something important within your own heart space. And I would say, Aquarius, you are a container that is meant to have a lot of love poured back into you. You know, you've had to absorb and take on a lot of maybe negative energies, including own personal problems. But, you know, the thing is you're not meant to turn your light off at all, and you can't. So Spirit is saying, you don't have to get caught up in, you know, the past so much, but just anchoring yourself in that feeling is more powerful than any words, any thinking can do. And you're coming into your season where it's not just, you know, one particular thing or person that ignites and expands your heart. There's going to be a whole new way of doing life, feeling life. And yes, it may feel a little different and weird at first, but you will start to get far more comfortable and stable in this position of life. Ask for help and you shall receive. Spirit wants you to, Spirit is sending you an idea or someone too. Now pay attention, because look at this. We got this like fatherly person here, God. What do you really need? Be willing to ask, accept for support. So I'm getting 10 of Wands here, Aquarius. Though that time of, you know, things being a burden here. And also for those that have struggled perhaps, you know, with delegating things or just asking for things without feeling guilty, you are eradicating that guilt. That guilt is stemming from a place that's not yours. And so Spirit is letting you engage in a different way of interaction, or I shouldn't say different way of interacting, but I would say, you know, it's like your season to just be in a place of love, expansion, creativity, relaxation. There's something strong about your stability, your foundation, home. Home is the key here. And you've proven yourself and to the heavens that you have created a strong foundation. So you're just building upon your dreams now. So the dream is the foundation. I mean, well, let's see, your soul is the foundation. Your dream creates this. So look at how committed you are to love and what's loving you back. You will get the home life and that home you do want. You will get the partnership that you want. You will have the savings that you want. And also, some of you are going to eradicate the debt that you no longer want to carry and own things outright. Be supportive. You're making a genuine effort to show that you care. Okay, you know, I was looking at that, the statue here, and I get the King or the Queen of Swords coming through, which is appropriate for you and also someone that you may have been dealing with. But the King and Queen of Swords can't, you know, obviously is remaining in a position of detachment, being unbiased, of course, and, you know, has to in a sense here. But Spirit is saying, right now, Aquarius, you know, there's something going on with your heart magnetizing the support that you deserve. And Spirit's saying that this is a time and a season when it becomes available that you can do things that maybe you held back on because it just didn't feel like it was the right people to do it with. You know what I mean? Well, this is different. These are going to be the people, the person that you like doing those things that you've always wanted to do without feeling judgment because they know your essence. When you do those things that you want to do, that's the energy that gives you energy and it gives them energy. And you're no longer going to be standing alone in your dream here. Look, heaven is absolutely calling you out. Oh my God, like the spotlight is on you for a reason. Heaven is adoring what you've already done. Now, you've prayed for help, so get out of the way and let heaven help you. Quit thinking too much. I know it could be easier said than, easier said than done. Okay, so let's get a little bit more about how can Aquarius get out of the way? How can Aquarius, I mean, we know we got to be supportive, show love here. Let's see. Just speak the language of love. We may need to be mindful of what we're thinking and speaking here. Loving words have the power to change lives, including your own. So we just got to speak good, think good, and just be. Just be. Aquarius, I know that there's something now or in the near future that may have you question something, but this is part of what you've been asking for all along. What else? Yep, just focus on love. Just focus on what you appreciate and who appreciates you and what appreciates you. And looking for the good in everyone, because Aquarius, Spirit knows that you've had to endure watching and observing others, that it is out of alignment. It is conflicting. It is unnecessary. But while you had to endure that, you've actually been validating and confirming that you were spiritually protected from that. So in a sense, it helped create more of a spiritual armor and protection for you, because you built up your resilience, because you did not magnetize towards those lower loops, lower energies. Yep, you're getting to a place where you can honestly and open yourself up emotionally, spiritually, speak with love and truth. Allow your feelings to surface and be accepted. This is the thing. You're not going to have to feel that you've got to hold back in any way. Now, that's a key there too. Pay attention to, how it is that you're expressing yourself, because Spirit is saying, something that you might feel is a little odd is actually the key for others to witness and also remember and resonate with you. Okay, now that is it for those. Let's find out, Aquarius, what dream is catching up to you? What dream of yours is catching up to you? Love is all around you. There is love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this as truth. It's like finally getting into a place where you can allow freedom without, and when I say freedom, it's like letting you're letting the guard down, you're letting the shield down, and you're being adored. Because I get so much of you being in your star energy where, you carry a vibration and a radiance that is noticeable, that translate love, whether people have the words for it or not. Love is not just one thing. And yes, love is all around you because you're meant to explore this new territory that is yours. And remember, this is yours to claim. You've got an inheritance of your emotional, it's like a emotional savings for the long term and your financial savings for the long term. I hope that this was helpful for you. And I'm not going to leave just yet because actually I just remembered something. I want to say this before we end the reading. Aquarius, trust your flashes of insight. What feels unusual is exactly what leads you forward. All right, now, love and light. Take care.